Blanket, a belt will work if you've got a flexible canvas belt. Obviously, a blanket is always a good thing to have. Yeah, go lay down. And we're going to start this morning on our backs. So, have your stuff up towards the front of the mat, but we won't, and have your strap handy. And let's come to start in Shavasana. Make your adjustments as you settle into your spot. Tucking your shoulder blades. Giving a little tilt to your hips. And then your knees can stay bent if that's more comfortable for your low back. Or bring your legs straight onto the mat. Reaching long. Tuck those shoulders and then let those arms roll to externally rotate so your palms are facing towards the ceiling. And just like in Tadasana, find that length from your feet through your side bodies, through the crown of your head. Chin is parallel. Actually, it's vertical today. Vertical to the earth. Feet can be close, the width of the mat, or even wider. Whatever works for your back. And come to settle into your spot. Whatever that may look like, your version of Shavasana, this beautiful Saturday morning. Take a couple breaths to fidget and to get that movement. So you can come to stillness in your physical body. And bring your mind's attention to your breath. Taking a few breaths here just to notice how your physical body is feeling as you lay here on the mat. How your breath is feeling. Just your overall mood. Are you ready for your yoga practice? Or is your mind going to today's chores and errands? Just notice everything going on from head to toe. Acknowledge how your breath feels. Acknowledge how your body's feeling. And even acknowledge those thoughts as they pass through your mind. And bring your thought around to your breath. Begin to lengthen those inhales. Extend your exhales. Inhale fully, feel your belly expand. Ribs expand, back ribs pushing down into the mat. And as you exhale, feel your perineum pull in. Your low belly pull up, your belly firm, your obliques and that whole transverse ab system pulling in, offering assistance, strength, support. Taking a couple 4-count inhales and exhales, and just notice how they're feeling in your body. Inhaling fully. Exhale, bend your knees and bring your feet to the mat. Grabbing our strap. Lift that right foot up into the ceiling. Lasso it around the ball of the foot. Put a bend into your knee and bring that thigh to the belly. And then with your next exhale, begin to extend. If the thigh doesn't come to the belly, that's okay. It's the thought of bringing it in. And then find that extension through the back of your leg, your shin, your calf, your Achilles heel. Reaching up. Shoulders are soft. Just finding some length. With your exhale, point your toes and find that stretch down the front of your shin. Cross your ankle. And with your exhale, next exhale, bring those toes towards your forehead, towards your shin, getting that length in the back of your calf, feeling that Achilles stretch. Exhale and point. Exhale, and bring your toes back towards your forehead. Working with that breath pattern. Inhale, exhale, stretch. Exhale, toes towards your knee. One more, exhale, point your toes. With your next exhale, bring your foot back to neutral. Reach up through the four corners of those toes and heel. Turn your toes out to the right. So externally rotate your whole leg. And then let those toes and foot come out to the right side. Your toes will be headed towards the earth, not the side of your foot. Keep that big external rotation. Your left hip may lift slightly, but don't let it lift a lot. Left knee remains bent. Finding that stretch. Be down your yoga inseam of your right leg and maybe over a little into your left. Inhale, let's bring that right leg back to center. Release the strap, release your leg down. And just windshield wiper your legs back and forth. Coming to center. Lifting that left foot, let's lasso that left foot. With your strap, bend your knee, bring that left thigh into the belly. Reach through the four corners of your foot, and with your exhale, extend that leg. Find that length in the back, reaching through your hamstring, your calf, your shin, your Achilles. Finding length as the four corners of your foot reaches towards the ceiling. Check in that your shoulders are still soft and relaxed on the earth. With your exhale, pronate your toes, coming to that nice pointy foot. Feel that stretch across the front of your shin and your ankle. With your exhale, bring those toes back towards your forehead. Get that big stretch in the back of your leg. Exhale and point. Exhale and bend. With your exhale, moving the foot between the two positions. Working with your breath. One more set, pointing that toe. With your next exhale, bring your foot back to neutral. Four corners reaching up towards the ceiling. And then externally rotate from your left hip socket all the way down to the foot. Turn it out to the left, and with your exhale, reach that left leg out to the left side. Again, your toes will be landing first. Right hip may lift slightly, but don't roll over and let it have all. Right hip is reaching down even though it's slightly lifted off the earth. And then find that stretch. Inside your thighs, the inseam. With your inhale, come back to center. Reach that foot up actively for the four corners of the ceiling. Release your strap and bring that left foot down to the earth. And gently rock your legs right to left. Coming back to center. Yogi's choice. Your knees can stay bent, or you may elect to bring one leg flat on the earth. Let's lift that right foot up, strap it on. Get that strap around the ball of your foot as you reach up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, bring the thigh to the belly, and then stretch even further. And then if it feels right, straighten your left leg to the mat. Reaching the four corners of your right foot up to the ceiling. Four corners of your left foot are reaching for the opposite end of the room. Reaching away. With your exhale, bring that right foot out to the right side. This time focus on keeping that left hip down. Your left shoulder, hip, thigh, and calf are all pinned to the earth. So your right leg may not go as far. This stretch will keep your hamstring and your inner thigh stretch. Breathe. Shoulders are soft. With your inhale, bring your right leg back to center. Strap is going to come into your left hand. Bring that left hip to the midline, and the right foot drops over to the left, coming into a nice big twist. Right arm comes out to a T. Inhale, come back up through center. Realign. Reach that foot up one more time. Release your strap. Bend both knees. And gently rock your knees back and forth. Coming back to center. Both knees are bent. Let's reach that left foot for the ceiling. Wrap that strap around the ball of your foot. Reach that foot up actively. If you brought your left leg straight, bring your right leg straight onto the earth. And then bend that left knee to bring that knee thigh into the belly, and then find your length as you extend. Tap that right heel, hip, and shoulder to the mat as your left foot reaches up for the ceiling. With your exhale, that left foot is going to come out to the side, left leg reaches out to the left side. Again, think of maintaining the right heel, thigh, hip, and shoulder being tapped down to the mat. It's a sticky mat. Everything's stuck to it. But your shoulders are soft. Your neck is soft. Gaze is soft. Legs are doing the work and the core is doing the work. Inhale, coming back to center with that left leg. Strap goes into your right hand. Bring that right hip to the midline and drop your left leg over to the right. With your inhale, come back through center, realign your torso, your hips, release that left foot down to the mat. Let's set our strap over to the edge. Bring your knees into your belly and gently rock side to side. When you're ready, rocking back and forth or rocking through the side. Let's come to our down dog. Finding our first dog of the day. Checking in with your hands. Pointer fingers are parallel. Push back. Gripping with your fingers but pushing the earth away. Shoulders are soft on your back. Spine is long. Then rise high on the balls of your feet and lift those heels up. Lift those hips. And slowly and with intention, heels come to or towards the earth. Take a breath here. And then if it feels right, take your puppy for a walk, bending one leg and then the other. You go back and forth. Taking whatever movements feel right for you to awaken your body. And then again, when you're ready, come high on the balls of your feet. Lift those hips, push into those hands as heels come to or towards the earth. And find a moment of stillness. With your inhale, rise high on the balls of your feet, look between your thumbs, and walk to the top of your mat. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold in. So you come to a forward fold, push down into the four corners of your feet. Take a few breaths here just to settle in. Yogi's choice. You can come to raggedy arms, cross arms, or if it feels better to take your fingers and roll those shoulders on the back. And maybe moving your head, nose right to left, making circles with your nose. Just letting it hang Find some traction. Finding length in your hamstrings. For my tight hamstring friends, keep that small bend, thigh to belly. Hands to hips, pull in your core and rise to stand. Releasing your hands down to the side, palms facing back. Check in with your Tadasana, pushing actively down into the four corners of your feet, lifting all the way from the feet to the crown of the head. With your exhale, let's move those arms back in space. With your exhale, bring your arms alongside your torso. Inhale, arms up to a T. With your exhale, roll the palms towards the ceiling, external rotation, and then reach those arms back. Shoulder blades come to touch. Getting a little opening through the shoulders. Inhale your arms to a Y, reaching away. Feel those shoulder blades wrap on your back. Bringing your hands together, taking the bind, biceps to hug ears, or maybe they're starting to move behind the ears. Find that Tadasana length from your feet to the tips of your pointer fingers, and exhale over to the left. Inhale up through center. And with your exhale, come over to the other side. Inhale back to center, release the bind. Turn your palms forward and exhale, reach your arms all the way back as they swing through. Fingers are reaching for the wall behind you now, palms are reaching up for the ceiling. Inhale alongside your torso. Exhale up to that T. With your next exhale, roll your palms towards the ceiling and move those arms back in space. Inhale, arms reach up to the Y. With the exhale, wrap those shoulder blades onto the back. With your inhale, take the bind the weird way. Again, biceps to hug ears or maybe beginning to move behind. With your exhale, reach over to the right. Inhale to center and exhale to the left. Inhale back to center, release the bind and bring your hands down through heart center. Stopping here for a breath. Release your hands down to the sides. Alrighty ladies. First, let's grab our straps. Fun with straps day. Make your strap a little big. Not too big, but a little big. And we are going to step into our strap. Make a nice big circle. Bringing it around. I like my strap to be in the middle so it's not binding on my legs. It's going to come just above your knees. And then tighten. Hold on to your tail as you stand up and come to your Tadasana. Find your stance. Then bend like a forward bend and bring it in nice and snug. Again, maybe bring it back. Move it up. Then push down into the four corners and push out against your strap. You'll notice if it's too tight, just give it a little bend. Feet are going to be inner hip width apart. So this is much easier to do. You don't want to be here, toes touching. Doesn't have the same feeling. But feel those legs reaching away. Push down into the four corners. Lift up and break your strap. We're going to tear our straps in half. Hands can be to the side, to the hips, wherever feels right for you. And just get that feeling of pushing away. Slowly bend your knees. Again, hands can be here, heart centers, we come to our thing, or hands to hips. And just get that feeling of your legs pushing out on that strap. Notice how it feels. Notice where your feet, ball of your big toe maybe is pushing in a little more to the earth. Inhale, come on back up. Bring your legs together. Let your strap fall to the earth. Shaking out your legs. And grab your block. Again, feet are probably going to be start about hips width. I actually start a little wider, coming high up in the groin. Then walk your feet in towards each other and find your alignment. Toes, ankles, knees, and hips. And then smash that block. Feel those inner thighs pushing in on that block. They're going to crush it. Crushing it with Saturday morning love. It is yoga. It sounds kind of bad that we're crushing and smashing things. Find a place for your hands out, here, wherever. Just sort of internalize that feeling of pushing in. Now, add the imaginary strap and feel the outer legs, outer hips, pushing out against the strap. Inner thighs are pushing in, outer legs are pushing out. Feel the strength in your legs. Notice that your hips are nice and parallel. One more breath. Release your block. All right. Coming back to the top of our mat. Take a little adventure here. We're going to inhale and reach our arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Plant your hands and step back to a down dog. Now for today's practice, we're going to be doing a lot of leg work. We're going to be focusing on that smashing the block and then busting the strap all at the same time. So yogi's choice if you want to do your vinyasas here, or if you just want to step back. As always, it's your practice. Do what's right for you. Going to inhale, rise high on the balls of our feet. Step that right foot forward. Stay high. Come to that long lunge and rise up. Coming to Anjaneyasana. Hips are squaring forward. Getting the other muscles warm and moving. With your exhale, release your hand on either side of your front foot. Step back. Yogi's choice, come right to your down dog or take a vinyasa. Inhale to the balls of the feet and let's step that left foot forward. Find that long lunge, find your balance, slowly coming up. Then lifting to your Anjaneyasana. Hips are squaring forward. Hip points are facing towards the room in front of you. Not off to the side. Exhale, release your hands on either side of your front foot and gently step forward. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold in. Hands to hips, push down into the four corners of your feet and rise up. Releasing your hands, or hands can stay on hips, yogi's choice. Taking a breath here and focus on pushing down into your feet. Then find that imaginary strap and that imaginary block. So push into that block, activate, and then feel that strap and push out. Feet will probably want to stay about inner hips width apart. It's much easier to activate these muscles than when it's toe to toe. Hands to hips. And then as we did last week, bring your weight into your left leg, bend your right knee, foot coming back, and then just let that right side droop, just to get that feel. Lift it up. Square is where we want to be. Level hips. When you let that hip dip, feel how your whole balance starts to wobble. And when you bring it back up, it's like, woo, okay, we're all here. Release that right foot down. Again, imaginary crush to block, strap to push out on. Bring the weight to the right leg, bend the left knee. And let that hip dip. The whole time, keep thinking of smashing that block, but yet reaching out, activating all the inner and outer hip and thigh muscles. Feel the difference in the support when your hips are nice and parallel. And exhale, release. Coming to Tadasana, top of your mat, hands to the sides. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale and fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step back. Come into warrior two. Step your left foot back. Preparing for that warrior side. Realize I'd be facing away from you. Check in, right heel to left arch, and settle into your pose. Pushing actively into the outer edge of that left foot. Gaze is soft over your right fingers. With your inhale, straighten that front leg. Reach forward, dip that hip, and come to your Trikonasana. Inhaling back to your warrior two. Full breath here. Exhale, windmill those arms down, step back, yogi's choice, come through a vinyasa, or right to your dog. Inhale, rise high on the balls of your feet. And step that left foot forward, preparing for warrior two on the other side. Again, heel to arch. Arms, fingers are reaching away from each other. Settling into your pose. With your inhale, straighten that left leg, dip that hip, and come to your Trikonasana. Inhale back to that warrior two. Full breath. With your exhale, windmill those hands down. Yogi's choice. Coming right to your down dog. Or coming through a vinyasa. Rise high on the balls of your feet. Look between your hands. Hop, step, jump to the top of the mat. And inhale to lengthen. Exhale and fold deeply. Root down through the four corners of your feet. Hands to hips and rise up. Okay. Moving on to the next part. Outfit adjustments. Find the four corners of your feet. Push down. Feel that motion of smashing that block in and then reaching out and breaking that strap. Hands to hips. Weight's going to come into our left foot as we bend our right knee. Foot is reaching back. Find your gazing point. Find your balance. Using a wall is a fabulous tool. Inhale. Bring that leg forward to that small H. Still even here. Feel the inner thighs reaching for each other. Outer thighs and hips reaching away. Nice and active, no hip dips here. Exhale, bring it back one more time. Knee is bent, foot is reaching back. Inhale, bring it forward. Goodness, left my balance downstairs on the couch. And then just for a breath, maybe two. Let's bring it out to the side. Right hand can come and support. Coming back to center. Woo! And release. Shake out your legs. Find our way back to our Tadasana, pushing down into the four corners, smashing in on our thighs, block, reaching out against that strap, and the weight's going to come into our right leg. Bending that left knee, foot reaches back. This is where you find your gazing point, find your balance. With your exhale, just bring that leg forward, knee stays bent. Coming into that Captain Morgan or small H, whatever you want to call it. Bring it back, thigh to thigh, foot reaching behind. Inhale, bring it forward one more time. Full breath here. And then with your exhale, left knee to left side. Woo! Oh. Coming back to center. And release. Whew, fun times. Stepping back to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway. We're going to step our left foot back, windmill up. Find that warrior two pose again. Whew. With your exhale, left hand to left thigh, right forearm to thigh, or outside, and left arm reaches over, finding that nice long stretch. Inhale, back to your warrior two. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Step back, yogi's choice. Come right to your dog or come through a vinyasa. Inhale, rise high. Let's step that left foot forward, plant the right, windmill up, warrior two on the other side. Again, right hand to right hip, left forearm to thigh, or left hand to the earth. And then when you're ready, right arm reaches over, bicep to temple. And find that stretch from the outer right foot through the right fingertips. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill your hands down, come to that long lunge. And let's just step forward. Inhale to lift. Exhale and fold. Pushing down into the four corners, hands to hips. Rising up. Okay. We're going to work on our lift, because lifting is fun. So I'm going to stay facing this way, coming to your Tadasana at the top of your mat. You're going to inhale, reach those arms up, gaze up. Exhale and fold. Inhale to lift. And then exhale. Hands come to a block, hands come to the earth, hands come to wherever in your forward fold. Take just a breath here. Then begin to bend those knees and set your belly on your thighs. Hands are still on the earth. Now get that feeling of smashing that block, gripping that belt. Left hand comes to left hip. Grab your strap and wrap it around your right foot. Or take the bind of your big toe. Weight comes into your left foot and begin to lift. Whee! And apparently fall halfway up. Just come up and lift. Wherever your bind may be, finding your balance, wobbling is fabulous. And then think of that action in your left leg, your left standing leg, and your right leg. As you exhale and slowly, with control, use your core to come back down. Foot lands softly on the earth. Inhale, lengthen, hands to hips. Exhale, fold part way. And then inhale to stand. How was that? Fun times? Whew. Shake out those legs. They might be getting a little tired. Coming back to our stance. Take a breath here in your Tadasana. Get that feeling. Your block is there, your strap is there to support you. Even if they're imaginary, activate those legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold. Lifting halfway. Exhale, fold in fully. And begin to bend your knees, belly to thigh. Then take a breath here. And think of the strap and the block. Find that intensity. Left hand is going to take the bind of the left toe or bring your strap and wrap it around the ball of your left foot. Weight comes into your right hip, right foot and leg. Right hand to right hip. And begin to gaze up as you begin to lift and fall and lift and lift and fall. Doing it with control. Lifting actively. Arm is inside the knee. And we're just here for a breath or two. Just getting that next movement added into our pose. Now with intention, slow, using your core, begin to exhale and let that left foot gently come down to the earth. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and fold. Hands to hips, rise up to stand, and shake out your legs. How'd that feel? Hopefully you're getting that feel, pulling in the core, but using your legs, breaking that block, opening that strap to lift. Your lifting power is coming from your legs. Your core is the balance. So, coming to the top of the mat, find the four corners of your feet, palms face forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Find our way back to our breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. Again, we're going to do the right side first, going for the whole shebangi this time. Push down into those feet. Get that feeling of smashing your block as your knees bend, belly to knees. Pull in with that block. Reach out with that strap. Legs are active. Right hand takes the bind or strap, wraps around your right foot. Left hand wherever it's comfortable. Push down into that left foot as we begin to lift. Find your gazing point. Right knee is bent. Arm is inside your leg. Then exhale, reach that leg forward. With an exhale, right leg moves out to right side, just like when we were laying down. Now there's just a little core work required to stay balanced. Inhale back to center. Release the bind, keep the leg lifted. Bring the foot to tree. So your right foot lands on your right shin or right groin. Hands to heart center. Hands to hips. Bring that right knee forward. Take the bind if appropriate. Find your balance. Exhale. Right foot to the earth with control. Inhale and lengthen those legs. Exhale and fold. Hands to hips, core pulls in, rise to stand. Ooh, and shake out those legs. I don't know about you guys, but that adds a little excitement to the pose. Whew. It's much more relaxing when we're laying on the floor. Shaking out your legs. Come back to your Tadasana. Inhale, arms reach up, gaze up. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up, gaze up. With your exhale, fold. Inhale to lift, hands are on the earth, on your blocks somewhere. Begin to lay the belly on the thighs. Think of smashing that block, but yet feeling the force of pushing against the strap. Left hand is taking the bind of the left toe this time, left foot. Strap may wrap around the foot. Right hand is doing whatever the right hand wants. I bring mine to my hip. Check in with a block in the imaginary strap. Find your breath and lift. This side has no balance. Coming up, find your balance, find your gazing point. Even though your left knee is bent, left leg is active. Then reach it out straight. Exhale, let's bring that left leg out to the left side. Inhale, left leg comes back to center, release the bind, keep the lift. Woo! My quad's so happy. Exhale, bend that left foot, bend that left knee, bring the foot to tree pose. Hands to heart center. Finding your gazing point. Checking in with your breath. That you're not doing a nice, long, even breath. Hands back to hips. Bring that left knee forward, bent. Left hand strap, foot. Take the bind, lift it up. With your exhale, slowly come down with control. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Lift halfway as you step back and come to a down dog. Whew. Take a couple breaths here. Toes to touch, knees wide, and find your way to child's pose. Excuse me as the spammers come through. Walking your hands back to your knees. Going to sit over to the right side, to the left side, and come to sit, facing the long edge of our mat. Ooh, we got warm in here. Feet are going to come nice and wide. Your inner hips and outer hips have gotten a really nice workout. Other than cranky hamstrings, this should feel pretty good. Legs are active. Even here, think of your knees pushing out into that strap. As you walk your hands down, maybe you come to your forearms, maybe you come to the crown of your head, maybe you just come slightly forward. Looking for that stretch, but also for that relaxation. Find the version of this pose that allows you to relax and breathe. Walking your hands back. Hands come under thighs, just above your knees. Bring them together. Turning yourself. Palms of the feet on the mat, pushing and pulling. Arms reach forward. Or if you want to do one of the crazy varieties, feel free, my friends. Coming back. Getting a last little piece of core work. Nice stretch to the legs. Holding about halfway. Then exhale. Coming into land. Preparing for your Shavasana. Gently roll your legs in and out. If it feels good, legs can be straight, legs can be bent. Finding our way back to where we started this adventure. Eyes are soft or closed. Excuse me. Coming back to your everyday breath. Excuse me. Bring movement to your toes, to your fingers. Gently rocking your legs side to side. Reaching your arms up overhead, stretching full body from one side. Stretching full body through the other side. Taking a full body stretch from your fingertips to your toes and bringing it all in, knees to belly, rocking gently side to side. Coming up through center or over to one side, finding your way to a comfortable seat. Sitting for a moment of reflection, palms up, palms down. Bringing hands to heart center, bowing chin to chest. May your yoga practice be of benefit to you, and especially through yourselves, a benefit to all others. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.